Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. This is second week and we are going to start the first lecture of second week. Before I start, I would like to tell you people, you must keep your copies, books and skill books along with stationery items with you so that we may do homework after completing our reading. So boys and girls, this is unit 4 culture and lesson number is 13 about calendars. This chapter will tell us about calendars, how and where we use calendars. So let's start with the reading of chapter. So this is page number 46 of your reading book. So let's start with the reading. Calendars tell us the year, the date of the month and the day of the week. Boys and girls, when you come to school, you might have seen that your class counselor, they might have written a date along the side of your whiteboard, and that shows you the date, the day, the month and the information about the year. So calendar is very important as it is the source which tells us about the date of the month and which month is proceeding. Along with that, it also tells us about the year, whatever it is. So we use calendar in order to know the dates and day as well. By using the name, the numbers, we can say that something is going to happen or when something happened in the past. Look at these examples. When were you born? For example, your friends, your colleagues, they may ask you, when were you born? So at that time, you have to tell them about your date of birth, when you were born. For example, if you were born on 15th of November 1978 then or 2018, whatever is your year, whatever is your date of birth, whatever was the month when you were born, you have to tell it to your friend. And after knowing your date of birth and year of birth, one can tell you the age of your and the month in which you were born. So in the same way, sometimes the events are planned according to the date and day. For example, a cricket match or a hockey match might be scheduled on Saturday or Sunday. So let's read how calendars can help us in order to find out the date and the day of the events. When were you born? This will tell you the date of your birth. Is the cricket match on Tuesday or Wednesday? So after knowing the answer, you can understand the right date and day as well when the cricket match is going to happen. In Pakistan, we use two calendars. One is the Gregorian calendar and the other one is Islamic calendar. So in Pakistan, really we use two types of calendars. One is Islamic calendars and other one is Gregorian calendar. So this is page number 46. As you can see very easily that it is showing you the month of July, and in the same way it is also indicating you the Islamic month. So the year in which this calendar was planned or made, in that year the Muharramul Haram and Zilhajj both were found in the same month of July. So this is how the both type of calendars could be used in order to know the exact date and the day of event. So let's start with the reading of our next page. What this will tell us about what is Gregorian calendar and what is Islamic calendar actually. The Gregorian calendar is also known as the Christian calendar and it is used in most part of the world. Mostly when we talk about the other parts of the world, they also follow the same type of calendar which is called as Gregorian calendar. It starts from the time when the Jesus Christ, Hazrat Isa al-Islam, was born. So this is not related with the Islamic history or Islamic month of the year. It is related with the and it is referring to the birth of Jesus Christ. The years before the birth of Christ have BCE written after them. For example, 2010 BCE, the year after the birth of Christ. We have CE written after them. For example, 510 CE. So sometime BCE is written, that is before the birth of Christ. It indicates the year before the birth of Holy Hazrat Isa al-Islam. And in the same way, if we see the word CE written after the year, it will tell us about the year after the birth of Hazrat Isa al-Islam. So BCE is before Common Era and CE is Common Era, that is the years after the birth of Prophet Jesus. The Gregorian calendar is based on the time it takes for the earth to go around the sun. So it is related with the movement of the earth around the sun, which is almost 365 days and 1/4 of another day. So if we talk about the Gregorian calendar, it is planned according to the months of the year and also the whole days which are included in a year. Almost one year includes 365 days and a quarter of a day means 6 hours extra uh, along with the 365 days. Every fourth year, one day is added to February, 29th February, to make a total of 366 days. This is called a leap year. So what is a leap year actually? In every year, we have additional time of 6 hours or 1 by 4 day. So that is added together. So it is indicated after 4 years when all the 6 years of 4 years are added up to make another new day. And so in that year, the total days are 366 and that year is called as leap year. In the Gregorian calendar, the months are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So, if you take any sort of calendar which is Gregorian, it will indicate you these months. For example, nowadays it is March. So, it is the third month of the Gregorian calendar, and after this March, we will have April ahead, and after that May, June, July, August, and so on. Now let's talk about the Islamic calendar. Islamic calendar is also used in the other Muslim countries along with Pakistan. All the Muslim countries, they have to follow it for the uh, celebration of their special days and also in routine as well. It dates from 60 to 22 CE. It was the year in which the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, made his journey from Mecca to Medina. So this was a migration, and the Hijri calendars or Islamic calendar was planned after the migration of Prophet, peace be upon him, from Mecca to Medina. The journey called as Hijra, as I told you, this is called as Hijra, the movement of Muslims at that time from Mecca to Medina. The Islamic calendar is also known as the Hijri calendar. So, due to this Hijra or migration, we call this calendar as the Islamic calendars. In the Islamic calendars, the months are Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Sani, Jamadiul Awwal, Jamadiul Sani, Rajab, Shaban, Ramzan, Shawwal, Zikad, and Zilhajj. So, here are the names of some Islamic months. Nowadays, we are heading towards the month of Ramadan, and right now we are having Shaban. So, boys and girls, this was the introduction to you people with calendars, both Gregorian and Islamic calendar. Now let's start with some written work which is related to with this chapter. Here is the skill book. This is page number 22 of your skill book. Before I start written work, don't forget to write down the date at the top of this page. So here are few difficult words along with the meanings. The first one is Gregorian, mean Christian calendar, BC before Christ, AD Anno Domini, lunar relating to the moon, length measurement from end to end, ancient very distant past no longer existing. Now here are few blanks with you. I am going to share these blanks with you. In Pakistan, we use two calendars as I have told you earlier. One is Gregorian calendar, the other one is Islamic calendar. The Islamic calendar is used in Muslim countries only. Here are two other blanks and the statements are over here. The journey of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Makkah to Medina is called as Hijrah. Last one, the lunar cycle is sometime of 29 days or sometime 30 days. So boys and girls, this is all for you today. Do your work and submit it in Google Classroom timely. Thank you very much. See you soon. Allah Hafiz.